try something new with this. This is actually my second video on this channel. I got another channel, but I want to have just like a type of story time, like a type of educational slash motivational page. I guess today I'm gonna talk about working towards your goals. You know how there's someone you may know who got hella money, but no priorities, so they blow their money on like dumb stuff. Yeah, don't be that guy. Yeah, if you're a young man, even an old man, you got a good job, or even an average paying job. Always put your money up. If you're making $1,000 a week, put up 500. You're making $500 a week, put up 250. Never blow all your money on toys, girls. No, never do that. Never put all your eggs in one basket. I'm pretty sure everybody, from the old heads to the young guys that are working, right now, at least as of May 20th, May 21st, gas is about almost $5 a gallon. Grocery expensive as hell. So yeah, always make sure you can, spread your money out a little bit. Also, to any of my young guys out there from ages 15 to about 25, if you're in high school and you don't really have any plans, go get you a trade. Be an electrician, a carpenter, truck driver, a plumber, a welder. Yeah, get you one of these. Get you a trade job, because everybody isn't gonna always be able to get their plan A. Some guys' plan A's are go to NFL, go to NBA, and unfortunately it don't always work out a lot of times. So if you're out here, you're young and you're motivated, get you a trade. You'll never be without a job. AI can take everything. I think Lowe's said that they're gonna teach people how to become plumbers and carpenters. The AI can't climb a roof, which is pretty pretty funny. But yeah, get you a trade, because the trades are actually the jobs that keep society running. If your toilet gets stopped up, yeah, either you can fix a toilet, there's somebody that can fix the toilet. If your water don't work, well, you need a plan for that. If the wires in your house go bad, you apply for that. You always have a job. I would say definitely always have goals in life. Set goals for yourself. I would say, don't be afraid to fail. Try new things out too. And if you have goals to become greater than what you are now, which everybody should have that goal, or previous, in the past, definitely use everything as a stepping stone in life. If you're at McDonald's now, try to get a better job, and then if you have ambitions to become a business owner, put yourself in a position to become that person, and always surround yourself with people that are like-minded, because a lion has no business being with a lamb. And it's not the same. It's not the same mindset. Not the same biology. Not the same nature. So definitely, if you're a very motivated person, stay around motivated people. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay ready, and always prepare, because at any moment your plan may fail, and you may need to adjust your plan. There's a quote by Mike Tyson, and he said, "Everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face," which is true. Some people only got one plan, fail and they crash out. So don't, like I said, don't be that guy. But yeah, just, you know, to all my young guys, older guys, even if it's some older than me, you know, I'm 23. So if you're watching this and you might be 35, you might find the video, it might be 35, 39, 45. You know, you still got time to, you know, as long as you're able-bodied, you got time to be more than you were yesterday. Be better than you were yesterday. Yeah. Don't be complacent and don't get comfortable with what you have. Always try to elevate yourself and, you know, provide for your family and also for yourself. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of things you are doing for yourself, but it benefits your family. At least as a man. For ladies are different. But for my guys, when you attain anything, wealth, status, even if you're staying in a house, you know, it's for you, but it benefits people around you. Also, for anybody that has money problems, it's a saying as well that it's not how much you make, it's how much you save. Because you can make $100,000 in a week. When we spend $99,000, $999, well, you're not saving anything. You're just spending all your money. And some people, and no matter if the economy is good or bad, people will always spend all their money on something they don't need, or that things that are overpriced, or just things that aren't really important to anything. I remember, and it's not to say that you can't have fun and enjoy things, but there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time to spend money and time to save money. But some people, they just spend money on things that look nice but aren't really useful. Some people are spending money on astronaut boots. I think that was 2024, 25, I can't remember now. But anyhow, yeah, just, you know, always try to see what you need more than what you want. Because if you have what you need, most times what you want, it will come. It will come later. It will come when you can afford it, or at least when it's practical. I remember when I was younger, about 17, 18, I used to think, yeah, if someone made $100,000, they would be, you know, pretty well off, wealthy. But nah, it's more the mindset that can make your money go longer and farther. Because some people are millionaires, you know, from the athletes to the rappers to the business owners, and a lot of them, they'll be on top of the world, but when they retire or whenever they may lose a spark, well, the money's gone. You know, because a fool, his money will always separate. Be smart with your money. Be smart with your decisions. And typically, you should be okay. You should be able to figure everything else out with life, finances, people. As long as you're smart, as long as you're able to recognize, people that are around you, everything else should fall in line. Most people don't really understand that that life is pretty simple. People say life is hard, but not really. I mean, if you have a good circle around you and you're able to operate in life without people around you, yeah, you'll always be good. You know, you'll only need like maybe 2 friends, 2-3 good friends, and you're set. Yeah, you're good for life. A lot of people want to have 20, 30 friends. But what I learned in all my years, my 23 years, is if you have a big crowd around you, chances are they're either yes men or they use you for something. Maybe money, status, money, status, or you might be an adjuster to them. And if you don't know what adjuster is, it's someone that is like a clown or someone that's there to make jokes, make people laugh, but they're not used for anything other than that. And you don't want to be the clown in your friend group, or you don't want to be known as a clown, because your reputation follows you. And right now, I'm listening to the young guys. I'm not listening to the older guys right now. I'll get to you guys in a moment. But yeah, tell my young guys, you want to make sure what you're known for is being a good person. Of course, you can be funny, but if you're known as a clown, you'll never be able to be seen as anything better than that, and your reputation follows you. Yep. One thing I didn't believe when I was growing up is it's a small world. You probably hear that. Oh man, okay. The old heads, they just be talking out their neck. Once you realize it's a small world, you might meet somebody. Let's say you're from what's up place? Arcadia, Florida. Most people can't find that on the map. Let's say you're from Arcadia, Florida, and you probably grew up there with probably about 200, 300. You probably got like 500,000 people down there. I'm not sure. I'll probably look it up. But let's say you had like 500,000 people down there. Well, you're gonna run across maybe 5,000-6,000, and then those people you will find in any part of your life. So you might move to San Diego. But damn, hey Fred, you're in San Diego now? Now, of course, I don't know who will move to Florida, San Diego, but everybody has their own place they like to go. But yeah, and that's an older guy. To all my older guys, man, make sure y'all are teaching these young guys, the right way to go. I see a lot of times the older guys, they like to tell the young guys, especially I was told this as well. Live your life when 20 years young, have fun, right? But what I was told by my father is, if you work now, you can play later. I know it sounds messed up, where everybody's seeing TikToks and, kick streams and TikTok, well, not TikTok, man, but Twitch streams and everybody having fun and all that stuff. It might look cool, but you don't know how they got there. So right now, if you work hard right now, you work hard today, you can build better tomorrow. Like I said, for older guys, man, lead these young men right, because these young men is the future, and we don't need to continue the cycle of everybody being in their 20s, early 30s, having a good time, drinking, getting DUIs, getting jail sentences from fighting, or being in the wrong place, wrong time, and getting killed or killing people. And then we have where, people are getting life sentences, or they might get their arm cut off because I don't know. They got just like bad timing. They might have got cut really bad for like a crazy person or anything. Lead these guys right. I had an older dude tell me at one of my jobs. I was like a painting job, painting boats. I had an older guy tell me when he was my age, when I was 19 at the time. When he was my age, he's like, yeah, man, when we get paid, excuse me. He's like, when we get paid, man, we'll party, man. We'll throw a party, and we'll spend the whole check. I'm thinking, damn, like you guys, well, not you guys, but that guy. See, you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be the one that's constantly trying to be the man, trying to put everybody else out. Because if you're trying to save everybody else, you save yourself. You know the guys, you will find yourself in bad, awful predicaments where you're giving people money, or giving people pleasure per se, and you're not getting pleasure back. Because nothing in life is always 50-50 or reciprocated. And my older guys, you guys know that best. You might have had someone's back, been a friend to them, and then they might not be able to do the same for you. Either they might not have the same amount of money, they might not be, they might not be the one to pick up the phone in times of need. So you don't want that. And that is another thing to talk about as well. At least just in general for everybody. Friends, right? A lot of people don't know how to tell what a friend is. I remember growing up, I used to call by a friend at school because they would they say, well, oh, my friend said this, my friend said that. But what is a friend? If the definition of a friend is, well, I don't know the real definition, but I would say that a friend is someone who you have vetted, someone that you have found out or you have looked into, someone that can, if you help them out, they'll help you out. Someone that if you needed $5, they'll say, hey bro, here's $5. And you just make sure that you being a good guy, a good person to them, giving their $5 back when it comes time. Or when you get $5 to spare. Someone that in a day of adversity, they'll come to your rescue. A lot of times, having a friend is not easy because you will be put in predicaments where you will have to maybe be out of your house an extra 2-3 hours to help them out, or it may be times where you might have to, hey, you might have to give him $100-$200 extra. I mean, not extra, but give that person, hey, here you go. Here's they might ask to borrow some money. Now, don't be a dummy. Don't give nobody a whole check. $500, $600. Oh, here you go, bro. No, I don't know about that one. But yeah, just always make sure that person that you are helping is a friend to you, because people will use you for their own agendas sometimes, right? Well, really, all the time. Right, we all use each other, but the thing is, we should not abuse each other, right? If I need help, I need someone for my purpose. I need them to help me, build a house, to move furniture, to haul trash, right? That is all, from what I need help with. If they need help, and they help you out, and let's say you don't feel like it, you might have to suck it up because they were there where you needed them. And that's one thing I had to learn growing up too, because like I said, I'm 23, and sometimes you might not want to do things because you don't feel like it, but sometimes you just gotta suck it up, get it done. And also, if like I said, if it's like your friend, well, and they have helped you out, why not? You'll be okay. If anybody watching this, I'm not sure who will watch this, but I got 2 more topics and then I'll be done. That would be procrastination, and then I guess other one. So, for anybody that's watching this, make sure you do not procrastinate on your goals and on your dreams. The more you prolong that research or that exercise, or you prolong that greatness in your life, the longer it's going to take for you to get where you want to be. And for some people, they want to just have a paid off house, they want to have a paid off car. But if you procrastinate on wherever it is, it could be a job, it could be an acting career, it could be whatever. The moment you procrastinate, well, like I said, if you were serious about that job or that goal or that dream, you could probably get it 5 years, maybe 10. We procrastinate, it might take 20 years. You never know. Some people they'll tell you, man, I used to be able to, I don't know, at any moment just give 5 hours of my day, 6 hours of my day to study on whatever. But then when they have kids, Like, wow, they only got hours to themselves, and that's before they go to bed. So always make sure you don't procrastinate too much, because where you are right now may not be where you're gonna be in a year or 2 years. Right? Your life is a roller coaster. Sometimes you have no money but a lot of time. Sometimes you have a lot of money but no time. Sometimes you have a lot of money a lot of time. Sometimes you have no money and no time. So always make sure you use your time wisely, because you're not here for a long time, you're here for a good time. And lastly for the last topic is comparison. For anyone that has ambition, that's smart. Even some of the guys that don't want to do nothing with their life, but they just, they're just working hard, right? They just want to have a job, and they just want to work a simple job. Nothing wrong with that, right? Everybody has their own place they need to be in life. Never compare yourself to nobody. Never compare yourself to no one, because everybody's different. We all have our own likes and dislikes. We all have our own, as young kids would say, motion, right? As the saying is, comparison leads to joy. If, an exaggerated example, if little baby has a Lamborghini, I'm saying, damn, I want a Lamborghini, man. You may see yourself in a Honda Accord, right? And you may say, damn, man, I wish I could have a Lambo. Not knowing that car might be leased, not knowing that it could be just for a video shoot, for a music video, and then you may overlook what you're doing, because believe it or not, where you are in life, a lot of times you're doing good for yourself. A lot of times, if you have a car, if you have food on your table, if you have clothes on your back, you're doing pretty good. It sounds like you're not doing good because everybody in life is struggling to a certain extent, but as long as you have your three main, yes, I have a stutter. For anybody watching, maybe I have a stutter. But for anyone that has the 3 to 4 main necessities, transportation, food, water, and shelter, you can't go wrong with that. So never compare yourself to nobody, no matter if it's the man in your neighborhood to the man on TV. Right? Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being great. And just, always know where you want to end up in life. And you'll never, ever be able to, no one will ever be able to hold a flame to you, because you know who you are, who you want to be. And definitely you'll know that what you're doing will lead to the end of your, you know that what you're doing will lead to something great in your book and in your eyes. So for anyone that watch the video, I appreciate you for listening to me, just talking, ranting, just spread some wisdom. If you do see this, and I guess it helped out or made sense, or at least anybody that's been through something that just kind of resonated with, hey, just put a comment in the description. I'm trying to do more stuff like this, have some gameplay on the screen, and just talk. Because it may help somebody out, may not. I don't know. Right now, just talking in the wind. So yeah, just if it helped out, and I guess you're watching the gameplay and everything's cool, hey, like I said, leave a like, leave a subscribe. I'm trying to build this channel up to probably I guess 10K, 20K. My dream would be 100,000, but whatever happens. Yeah. And the last thing I'm gonna leave this video off with is, as I stated earlier, for anyone that's listening, do not be afraid to fail. In life, if you're afraid to fail, you'll never succeed. Alright? Because there's because you miss 100% of the shots that you do not take. Yep. Because in life you're gonna mess up. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna fail. You are going to be looked at as, in other words, the fuck up. If you fail, because people are afraid to fail, but they don't admit it. That's why most people, they'll work a job for 30, 40 years. They'll never try to own their own business. They'll never try to go outside of the normal, what everybody thought was normal, working a job. But not even 100 years ago, a lot of people were farmers. They farmed their own land. They did their own thing. So, never, if you want to be great, never follow a normal path, because what's normal can change. Normalcy changes every day. Back in the day, it was normal to, just only use the phone to talk when you need someone to talk to, or at home. Now everybody uses their phones to sleep at night, for GPS. So anyway, that's all I have for now. Like I said before, I appreciate everybody for watching, listening, for the ones that do, for commenting. You guys take it easy, and like I said, if this resonated, hey, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. You guys take it easy.